Yeah, the Hillbilly Hangout. You guys probably didn't know that, but it's more like a hobo hangout because I ain't got no money to work on these projects that I want to do. But it's all good. We'll get there eventually. So the first video is going to be a short clip. I didn't have a flashlight. I put the camera down on the floor. Basically what I wanted to do was I wanted to make a short video to give to the dealership to show an issue with my wife's 2019 Honda Civic. You would push down on the throttle and you'd be going, and all of a sudden it would just go to an idle. It didn't matter where the pedal was, and then all of a sudden it would take off. And I tried to document that, but I did not have a flashlight. The camera didn't show my foot very well. We did try to do some stuff with some software to brighten it up, but it didn't help. So the following video is basically just a short video to show the dealership the issue that we were having with my wife's car. Immediately following that, I am going to throw in a couple of videos of our trip down to North Carolina with all that equipment that was in my dump trailer. Got so excited to get that stuff off of my dump trailer that I forgot to record the guy unloading it with the skid steer. It was a track machine, Takahauchi, and did a really good job of lifting that heavy equipment off of my trailer. And one more thing, yeah, check that out. If you guys follow my channel, hopefully you know what that is. Eventually, it's going to be what I call the fat tire bike. It's going to be a great big bicycle with 4-foot diameter wheels, and I do have a video coming out on that shortly, just showing how we cut the rings, how we cut the ribs and everything else. So yeah, sorry about this week's video. Not really good, kind of pieced together, but got a spark plug. That's going to be for the Troy built horse. We're getting a little closer to that too. Stay tuned. All right, today is January 29th, 2020. My wife tried to call me 3 different times. She has a 2019 Honda Accord. She claims that as she's driving, she loses power. She says it's just like you're going 40 miles an hour and step on the gas and it does not accelerate. So she left the car running. I just got home myself. We're going to take this thing for a test drive and document this. This is actually the second problem that we've had with this car. The first problem that we had with this car was, and I'll put a little insert in this video to show you, every warning that this car has lit right up, from steering assist failure to brake failure. So at that time, she got home from work, did not feel comfortable driving it. I'm just putting my seatbelt on right now. She called the dealership. They had a tow truck come up, pick it up, and take it down to Salisbury, Maryland, which is about a 45-minute ride for us. Currently, she has a full tank of gas. I don't know all the gadgets and gadgets that she has in here, like the lane assist and all that stuff. I'm not sure how all that works, but I'm just going to talk to you guys while I take it for a drive, and we'll see what happens here. Not sure how far I should drive this thing. So far, I have not experienced anything as to what she has been saying. Only difference is she has the radio on. Maybe she just doesn't feel that it's accelerating. Pulling out. there it is. There it is. Okay, I pushed down on the accelerator at 20 miles an hour and it just kind of flopped on its face and then took off. Not sure if you could, there it goes again. I have full throttle. There it goes. Okay, so there it is. See if I can put the camera down on the floor. There it goes. There it goes. All right, I got to slow down. We have a corner up here. So yes, indeed, just holding the pedal steady, it does lose power. You can push the pedal. There it is again. I have no power. Now it goes. Okay, I'm going to keep it on the floor. I don't have any lights down there. I don't know how to turn the lights on. Let's see if I have lights down there. There it is. There it is. Then all of a sudden it'll take off. All right, so I think I got enough of an example there. Hopefully you can see my foot. If not, I'm going to grab a flashlight or something and show my foot down there, and hopefully you can hear the engine. So we're going to cut the camera off, do a U-turn here. Basically, we just took it for a drive and we have an issue. I did experience it about 10 different times. You actually push down on the accelerator, but the car goes to like an idle. You can push the pedal all the way to the floor. There it is right there. You can push the pedal all the way to the floor and it will not accelerate, and then all of a sudden it'll just grab hold and take off. So she does have a legitimate complaint here. If anybody else is experiencing anything like this, there it was again, just a little bit. And I'm trying to figure out if it's just a certain point within the stroke of the gas pedal, but it doesn't seem to be, because once it happens, you can push it all the way to the floor and it still does not accelerate. So yeah, if you have a 2019 Honda Accord and you have had issues like this where you push down on the accelerator and it goes back to an idle and then all of a sudden it'll grab hold and take off, please leave me a message below, as well as you know, what they may have found. First thought on my mind is some kind of a throttle body sensor or a throttle pedal sensor. Yeah, so let me know what you guys, if you work for a Honda dealer, man, that would be even better. But I'm pretty sure this thing's going back to the shop tomorrow. Today is January 29th. Did I say that already? Yeah, it's January 29th. On her way home from work, she tried calling me about 5 times because she was scared to death that this thing was going to let her sit. So no way to drive a 2019 car, that's for sure, having the fear of it breaking down. All right, guys, it is Friday night. It is 8:00 p.m. We just got done with dinner. We're all loaded up and we are headed to North Carolina. So here we go. Keep you posted on the way. All right, guys, so we had the option to go around the Beltway or go down the eastern shore of Virginia. We decided to go the eastern shore of Virginia, and this is why. Yeah, I'm looking at maybe 4 cars in the next 10 miles. So not much traffic, not until we get down to Virginia Beach, but that was either way. Once we get to Virginia Beach, that's the same area that we would have came out on 95 anyway, or close to it. So a lot nicer driving over here than 4 lanes of traffic filled right with cars. And it's still pretty early. It's 8:55, 8:54. But yeah, easy going. We're on our way to North Carolina. All right, guys, not sure if you can see that, but all those lights are the bridge tunnel on the Chesapeake Bay, all the way across the bay there. Those lights, not sure how long of a span this bridge is, but I believe it's 7 miles. I'm not sure, but here we go. Chesapeake Bay Bridge underway. right, guys, there you have it. It is official. We are 1 hour away from home. Actually, we're more than that because we're going to stop at the Frankfurt Diner and get something to eat. Right, babe? All right, guys. Again, I apologize about this video. It's going to be pieced together. Here we go again. We're going to give you some statistics from the North Carolina trip. And here to help me with that, what's your name?
Mackenzie.
I thought it was Doodle.
It's Doodle.
Oh, it is Doodle.
Yeah.
Well, which one should I call you?
Doodle.
Okay. Yeah, so here to help me tonight, Doodle is in the house. So the first thing that we're going to go over how many miles it was down there, how many miles it was home, and what we averaged miles per gallon and how long it took us. So here we go. So on the way down, it was, say, 293 miles.
203 miles.
293 miles. Don't do that. 293 miles.
103.
293 miles.
100.
200.
203 miles.
93.
93 miles.
All right, do it again. 293 miles. 293 miles.
49 miles.
Aye.
How about sideline?
That's not going to work. All right, so I guess I'll have to go over it with you. On the way down, we averaged 14.5 miles per gallon. And on the way home, we averaged 18.5 miles per gallon. That would just be the difference of the weight of the equipment versus towing the dump trailer. And normally, if I'm traveling, like when we went to Tennessee for Christmas, I can average about 22 to 24 miles to the gallon. Depends on what speeds I'm running and what kind of conditions we're in, whether it's mountainous or flat. So yeah, it took a little bit off my mileage here. All in all, we left at 8 o'clock on Friday. We drove till Friday night, 1 o'clock. We picked up a motel right around Emporia. And then the very next day we got up, and it was about an hour and a half after that to get to his house. And on the way home, I really didn't pay attention to what time. I think we left down there at about 12 o'clock 12 o'clock noon. And I believe we got home around 7:30, but we did stop and we had a good dinner. There's some statistics of the trip. Thank you for watching. Thank you for subscribing. Let's watch Doodle.